Art is life and life is art. Welcome to the House of Life, another exciting edition of ArtHouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami. We have a lot of interesting artifacts lined up for you today, but you will have to sit back, relax, and enjoy all the details after our arty quote.
Now they shake hands without hearts, while their left hands search my empty pockets.
An exhibition of the latest body of works from two artists was showcased at Whitbaker in Lagos, and this is what they had to display.
They come from different worlds.
Basically, I work with the idea of power of number. I look at Nigerian situation, a country with over 150 million people, and I'm like, we have these resources that we need to harness, and that is our population in moving the country. You know, it's like you have many people that are walking on the streets out there that are not doing anything. If you can get those people together and get them engaged in doing certain things, I believe the country probably will begin to move forward. You know, and I'm looking at putting Nigeria on a comparative scale with a country like China, which has been able to harness its population to move that country to where the country is today in terms of political, economical, and social, growth.
The developed countries, it is not like there's anything magic about what they do, all right? It is just as a result of the information they passed on their children, and the children grew with it. So Nigeria has to do the same. We need to come up with a plan and say, this is where we need to go, and everybody has to work towards achieving that goal. Right now, we are not passing enough positive information to our children. If we abuse our children, we are passing information without really passing information. If we allow our children to live and exist in an unconducive environment, we are passing information to them without knowing or thinking that we are passing information.
Rakib Basharun is a sculptor with a passion for using recycled materials to create his works of art.
I don't think there's anything out there that is really a waste. It depends on who is looking at the material. And today, the world itself is going green. The world is recycling. They recycle virtually everything. They recycle paper, they recycle wood, they recycle plastic, they recycle aluminum, they recycle metal, So it's just one of those materials that we need to recycle. And I actually started using this particular medium at a point in time when the Lagos State government did some road construction, and before you knew it, people started dumping all sort of trash, in the drainage. And I'm like, this thing they're dropping in the drainage could actually be reused, and be given new lease of life.
While Chika Idu, who still has age on his side, is mad about painting. But despite the diverse ways they approach their art, that does not stop them from joining forces to present Evolving Current at Whitbaker, Lagos.
We have a lot of water dredging going on in our waters in Lagos, and I feel these dredgers are very uncontrolled, and as a result of this, they have damaged our seabeds. I have tried extensively to see if I could see like water plants, sea anemones and the rest of them, but we don't have them anymore, they are gone. If you look at the bottom of the waters, right, in the rivers, in the lagoons, what you're going to see is mainly refuse under the water, nylons or brown sand, but you hardly see plants living underwater anymore. So I think there should be, we have gotten to the point where we need to shout, where we need to make some noise so that we can do something about the problems that our waterways are currently facing.
There is art of all shapes and sizes, done in various media, considering the background of those being exhibited.
The idea was to show two spectacular artists and also show the diversity of art by showing a younger artist like Chika Idu with an older artist like Mr. Raki Bashorun. So we have a generational diversity. Also, we are presenting different media. We have the media of painting and watercolor, vis-a-vis sculptures. And the sculptures are bold and strong. The painting is delicate and light. So you have differences not just in media, but also in treatment. Both artists are committed to environmental issues. Mr. Chika Idu is looking at the plight of children growing up in the coastal areas, vis-a-vis Mr. Bashorun's work that is also dealing with environmental issues from the idea of recycling waste and trying to revalue materials that normally we just throw away. So both artists are complementary and yet they're very different, and they were curated with that in mind.
Bashorun explains what new style he's brought to the table.
The title of this work is Arrival. When I say arrival, I'm looking at it from the point of view of an artist who conceived an idea and challenged himself to create, the idea that he conceived. And at the end of the day, when he was able to achieve or put that idea into visual form, that people can see what was going on in his mind, he has a sense of relief. He has a sense of accomplishment that I've done it, I've arrived. It's like you travel in the aircraft. A lot of people are scared. They don't know whether they will land safely or not. But the moment the plane touches the ground, you have a sense of relief. You have a sense of, so hence I decided to do a work to illustrate, that kind of situation.
While Chika, who many hail as a fast-rising artist, talks about his paintings and what makes them unique.
My paintings mostly deal with issues. I try to capture, because I think issues are historic, and it is the job of the artist to capture as much as possible the events that are taking place at this time, so that in history or right now, these issues can be addressed. In the past, I have worked on children having problems with education. And when I do this, I paint children writing on the wall to show that there's a problem with our educational system.
The art patrons present here applaud the organizers for bringing the best from both worlds together.
The response to this exhibition, Evolving Currents, has been amazing. I mean, we've had so much great feedback from international and local guests who have come. The Wheat Baker is a meeting place for people who come for various activities, and it's a fantastic space to present art. And so we have a lot of international guests who come and are amazed by the creativity that we have in Nigeria and in Africa, as well as Nigerians who come for meetings, etc.
This exhibition also tries to bridge a generation gap by bringing an old and young mind together.
From an exhibition to an interesting drama, but before that, take a moment and try to figure out who our artist for this week is.
Born on July the 21st, 1944, in Lagos. Though she had her formal education in a missionary school, she was raised to appreciate and have a deep understanding of her Igbo background and heritage. As a result, she became a conscious, stark contrast of African culture to Western values, which helped shape her view of life.